After 1 week in Mexico, Doug and Sharon thought they had made a mistake. They were ready to pack up, go back to Canada, and forget the whole idea. But then they felt the pull of Mexico's beating heart. The weather, the streets, the people, and the search for a home that just felt right. Could Mexico become the next verse of their song?
I was ready to leave after the first week here.
Oh my gosh. Sharon, tell me more about that. Doug and Sharon, I am a psychic.
You're psychic.
I'm a psychic, and I can tell everyone where you're from. Let's see.
What's your best guess?
Are you from Canada?
Oh my God.
First try.
First try, spot on.
No, I absolutely love your hat, and I love that you are here in San Miguel, and I would love for you to share with everyone today what brought you to San Miguel. I know the story is quite interesting on how you found San Miguel.
Well, we found San Miguel by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're both retired.
Okay.
And we thought, okay, let's play snowbirds. Because our plan for a number of years was, well, maybe Florida, maybe somewhere else. But as we explored, we said, let's do Mexico. Let's see what expat communities are around Mexico. Because we'd been to Mexico about a year before.
Okay.
And we'd been to Cozumel. Had a fantastic time.
It's beautiful there.
It is.
We went scuba diving and snorkeling, and we just loved the people, loved the food.
The water's like a bath, isn't it?
Oh.
You can
Oh,
see
yeah.
straight through all the fish. It's
We didn't even realize that Cozumel has got the second largest reef in the world
wow.
for scuba diving. So I said, okay, and after our couple-week vacation, we said, well, let's think of 6 months.
Yeah.
So after looking at expat communities all around Mexico, I was frustrated because which one do you pick? There's
there
so
are quite a few options,
many.
yes.
And I thought, well, 6 months, I got tired of trying to make up my mind. So I asked Google.
Yeah.
I said, because, it was too many to choose from.
Right.
And I asked Google, I said, what's the best place to live in Mexico? And on the top of the list was San Miguel de Allende. And I said, what's a San Miguel? I had no idea. So of course we start looking at YouTube
Right.
and all the videos on San Miguel, and I said, well, it's in the middle of the country.
Right, and people often think, let's go to the beach.
Yeah.
We'll go to a town, Playa del Carmen, Puerto Vallarta, Cozumel.
This is what we were thinking.
Right.
We were looking at all of these beach resorts, but we're not fans of the humidity.
Yes, and it really gets very hot. And the weather here, I mean, come on. It's been
Well,
beautiful.
we just went through 7 months of winter.
Yes.
We were indoors for 7 months.
gosh.
And we said, we need a winter retreat.
Right.
But after investigating San Miguel, I said, oh my God, they have eternal spring,
Yes,
year round.
that's exactly
And
what it is.
our whole idea changed.
Yes.
So instead of a 6-month retreat, we said, well, why don't we look at maybe full-time?
Full time living here.
Yeah.
So Sharon, what did you think? So you're kind of along for the ride a little bit. So what did you think when Doug said San Miguel de Allende is what the internet told us?
Now that I'm here, I love it.
I know it.
Yeah.
I can tell. I can see it in your glowing skin. Where it's rainy season, so it is a little bit humid right now, but it's
The
still
rain,
quite dry.
oh my God.
Well, we did a lot of homework, and I watched a lot of YouTube and videos on San Miguel, and many people said, come down for a month.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't come down and just buy a place or rent a place. Like
Actually live here for a
live
month.
here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
And we've traveled the world. We've lived in Europe, 8 years in Germany. We've seen many other countries around the world, and we've lived in them. And we thought, well, we'd like to retire in some place that has great weather year-round. Because the Canadian winters are just getting frustrating.
Right.
And San Miguel has more to offer than we ever dreamed, really.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And I'm glad we came down for a month.
I am
Yeah.
too. It makes a big difference to get to actually live here and visit the shops and the restaurants and know where you need to get your groceries.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
And-
there's been good surprises and there's been some bad surprises.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. I wanted to understand what was challenging for Doug and Sharon when they first arrived, not just what was exciting. But before we get into that, Doug shares how music has shaped his journey and why San Miguel's live music scene felt like such a natural fit.
So we know that Google helped you make the decision to come to San Miguel, saying #1 retiree location for expats, beautiful weather.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even the most important. What was important is music and access to music, right?
Is a very big part of my life.
Yes.
And our family's life. Yeah.
Because Doug is a famous musician in Canada and you're known throughout the world. So I'd love to hear a little bit more about your musical journey and how San Miguel has even played into that since you've been here.
Well, I went professional and started most of my music at 60 years old.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and I've got 4 albums done in 6 years, and my music has reached over 180 countries around the world. So in my retirement, music means a lot to me, and I
Yes.
want to get more involved. So I'm looking at doing a new album with 10 songs from 10 countries and sing in 6 languages. So San Miguel just popped out as a music hub. They're building a new music studio right here in San Miguel. Huge, and they're actually copying it over the Beatles studio that they had in England.
Oh my
And they're building
gosh.
it right here in San Miguel.
Wow. And did you learn that while you were here, or did you know that before coming
I
to San
actually
Miguel?
learned that part about the studio while I was here.
That's incredible.
Yeah, but on the internet, I saw that the music scene is 7 days a week. They have music here in San Miguel 7 days a week.
There's live music all over the place.
There
right?
is karaoke, there's live music, there are jams, there are open mics, and that suits what I'm looking for. And I'm also looking for other artists that can join me on the albums.
So now you have to tell us about the experience you had day 2 in San Miguel.
Yeah,
Tell us what happened.
well,
You were recognized.
Yeah, I was recognized on day 2.
Yes.
I was on the internet, and we got involved on Facebook, reaching out to all the music people in San Miguel.
Sure.
And I'm telling them I'm coming to Mexico, I'm coming to San Miguel, I'm going to be in your area. I want to connect with you while I'm here. So one person that I was speaking with was Karen Libby. And she's from San Miguel, and she is a famous locally, and she's from America, from the USA. And her husband live here, and I got chatting with them online. And sure enough, I'm looking for a guitar at one of the music stores in San Miguel, and I hear out of the side of my ear, "Oh my God, the Canadian Troubadour is here in San Miguel." And I said, someone knows me already, and it was Karen Libby.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
And she invited me to a show that she was doing on Saturday, and we went down to see her show, and she got me up, and I brought my new 12-string guitar with me, and Karen got me up to open her second set. So that was a blast. And we were at Johnny's Piano Bar.
Yes, that's a famous place here. Great live music.
And that introduced me to more people. Like every music event you go out to, you're introduced to more music people.
Yes.
People that love music or people that actually play.
Right.
Yeah.
And Sharon, you go and enjoy the live music. How was it at Johnny's the other night?
It was wonderful.
Oh.
The music was just great.
Yeah.
And Karen was fantastic.
Yes.
Her voice is beautiful. Her piano playing was great.
Moving is hard, and moving to a new country is even harder. So I asked Doug and Sharon what the transition was like, from getting to San Miguel, to navigating tourist prices, searching for a home, and learning how much the local community actually matters.
I was ready to leave after the first week here.
Oh my gosh. Sharon, tell me more about that. Because now you've been here for about 3 weeks.
Yes.
So I want to know the good, the bad, the ugly. What happened that first week?
Oh, the stress level here was,
Really?
yes, where like you're not used to it. The things that you have to get used to, walking on cobblestones. I'm telling you, it's a sport in itself.
Right, you're talking to the pregnant lady that waddles. I know exactly what you mean. It is hard. So some of the things that were maybe you weren't quite prepared for. Because
Yes.
I'm sure as we've done our videos, and I know that you guys have seen some of our videos online before you came here,
Lots of them.
we talk a lot about the things we love living in Mexico and why San Miguel is amazing, but we're starting to implement a little bit more of some of the challenges because it's better that you're prepared.
Yes.
So I'm glad that you mentioned those two things.
Well, it's not just the cobblestone issues. There's trees in the middle of the streets. There's,
Or in the sidewalk.
or on the sidewalks. There's trees, so you can't stay on the sidewalk.
Yes.
You have to
Yes.
get off the sidewalk and go back on. Or,
And then there's these little gullies by the sidewalks.
Oh yeah, and
the water.
sometimes
water.
it's much higher up on the sidewalk, not a small little step down.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I think that's really important because mobility, if you have any type of mobility challenges, it can be really difficult to walk around San Miguel.
very difficult.
Yes.
People were warning, and we saw the videos, and they said, you know, be careful of the cobblestones and bring good shoes, but it's not just that.
Yeah,
The cobblestones are different everywhere.
it's true.
Some
Yeah,
places
they're
are flat, some are round, and maintenance is an issue everywhere. That was a shock to me. Yeah,
Yes.
there's holes in the street,
Yes.
and not just walking in the daytime. If you're walking at nighttime and the lighting is poor, you might not see that the sidewalk has a 2-inch
Right.
Yes.
lift or hole, or I mean, it can be tricky.
And since we are in rainy season right now, I've noticed even myself, like the shoes that I wear, if it's a little bit slippery, and I have to be even more careful because I'm front heavy right now, right? So it's very true. So I think people have to be prepared for that aspect of it. And a work around it, right,
Yes.
could be you just have to take Ubers from one place to another when
yeah.
it's rainy, or, you know, if you don't want to walk on certain streets, maybe you hop on the bus, right?
Yeah,
So,
we haven't
yeah.
tried the bus yet,
Yeah.
but Uber has been our choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
The buses
it's really-
scare me here.
Oh my gosh, my boys love the bus. We do field trips just to go on the bus.
The first week we were both ready to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to me about what took you from that week to say, let's just stay through the month. Let's see the other things San Miguel has to offer. And what got you to the place you are in now?
It's a lot of things. Meeting the people here.
That was the biggest,
Yeah.
I think, is the community here.
Yes. Sense of belonging here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's instant. It really
Yes,
can be
yeah.
instant. You find your people, locals, expats, you know.
Well, it only took a
immigrants,
few
everything.
days, and I wear the hat everywhere,
Yes.
and then Canadians would be inviting us to a housewarming party, and we don't know anyone there, but that was a great opportunity
and that's
to
fun.
meet people.
Because a lot of people there didn't know each other either, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
And then when we expressed our frustrations over restaurants and paperwork and misrepresentation, you know, we went to one restaurant for a Sunday brunch, and it was a regular menu. I said, "Where's your Sunday brunch?" This is it.
Yes.
So that really, I did watch online that they did talk about being a type A personality to get here to San Miguel. That's true. But
I am not type A.
but I'm the type A, but you really have to start adjusting to these misrepresentations.
Right. It really is a bit of a paradigm shift, right? It's
Yes.
like, okay, you just know going into something that it could be different than you expect. So you're, you know, assessing your expectations all the time.
Yeah.
Well, there is a culture in Mexico that we knew ahead of time, and it's the mañana culture. And
Yes.
even being a tourist before, we knew that things don't happen quickly.
Yeah.
So we were okay with that. But then there's a lot of things that it's what they don't tell you
Yeah.
Yes.
that's frustrating.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Even when we landed day one in Mexico City, looking for the ETN bus line is not at the airport.
You have to
They
go to the
don't.
bus station.
They don't tell you that it's not at. And I'm just thinking
So
I've
note-
done my
note
homework.
that,
So
yeah.
if anyone's listening out there, just don't do your basic homework. Really research it.
Yes.
Yes.
Because many people in the airport had never heard of ETN bus lines.
Yeah.
Until I showed them our ticket, and they said, "Oh, that's a 15-minute cab ride." So those frustrations is like, I didn't plan for a 15-minute. So we're packing our stuff, and then there's 4 taxi companies. And that's, well, which one do we pick? They're all wanting our business, but luckily, when you start meeting local people, don't go to those two. They're very expensive, you know, so you have to make allies.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And even in San Miguel, it's the same thing. You learn that different restaurants will try to get your business, you know, and some are worth it and some are not.
Yes.
So you have to pay that price. As a tourist, they want every dollar out of you they can. But if you're living here, you get the advantage of talking to the expat community and
locals.
Yes.
the local the local Mexican people. They're lovely.
Yes.
I
They
know.
help you out too.
They
Yes.
help you. They're loving and welcoming. It's very
Yes.
true. And that's something I noticed that's different about San Miguel versus Cozumel or Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah.
It's that many of the expats, or if you want to say immigrants that come here, really integrate,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Like get
Right
into the
away.
culture.
They
You guys
do.
are learning
Yeah.
Spanish every
Yeah.
day, a new word.
A new
I love
word.
that you shared that with me. New
Yeah.
word, you're using it. We ordered our drinks in Spanish. So you're
Yeah.
integrating within just the first 3 weeks.
Well,
You know,
yeah,
so-
every day learn a new word, whether it's caliente for hot or te, and there's a lot of words similar in French. So that can speed
Because
up.
you speak the 6 languages for your albums and
Yeah.
learning. Yes, absolutely.
But it is, I wanted to give it a name because learning that we'd be talking with you, I said, how do I explain our frustrations? And I hate to call it cheating or lying or.
No,
It's
I know
not
what you
that.
mean.
That's not the name I want to give it. I call it survival. There is a survival culture. If they can get, like you can go to market and we found out you were at the same market we were yesterday.
I know, we were both there.
You got a bargain, but there's a lot of things don't have prices.
Right.
So there's a bargaining culture, and then there's the locals, and you have to watch what they're paying first. Don't go out and just hand a 50 or 100
Yes.
pesos.
Yes.
Watch what they're paying for food. Watch, and you can learn.
Yes.
So
you
when
kind
you're
of get that street smarts, right?
Yes.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's
And
the
you learn
survival.
fast.
You do learn very fast. And I have to tell you, I've learned that as well. Like when I first went to the market, I went with my local friend and she told me which vendors are good to go to. And you know, it's not, I like that you said that because it's not about cheating. It's not even
No.
the dishonesty. It's it's just, it's
I call
survival.
it a survival culture because they help each other.
Yes.
And there is poverty here in Mexico, but they all help each other. We even noticed
It's a
that the
great community of people that come together.
amongst the vendors, even at the market, there are additional vendors that are not, they don't have a booth, but they're walking amongst the other vendors selling
to the booths.
selling even to
Yes.
the booths. And if there are little trinkets, some of these people that have a booth and they're paying for that booth, they'll even help support their
Yes.
local families
Yeah.
and people with buying a little trinket.
Yeah.
And that was uncomfortable at first because what you see walking into the restaurants, musicians, animals,
Yes.
dogs, cats, birds, but people put out food and water for the animals too.
Yeah.
And the birds will come in the courtyards like here.
And there's food there for them.
Yes.
Yeah. But
it's
it's
a
a
shock.
it's a culture that
yes.
helps everybody, and if you're willing to pay for something more than the next person, they're happy to take it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So that's not
you
stealing.
can't fault it, right?
No.
Exactly. Just being more street savvy and aware, and
You have
getting
to
more
be.
integrated into the
Yes.
culture.
Yeah.
So I love that you mentioned that the community drew you in, and also
Yeah.
this other aspect of the community. You see one side of it at first, and maybe it's frustrating, and then you realize, oh, there's a way to work with it.
There
and there's
is,
a way that
yeah.
we can be a part of this community of survival, right?
Well, at first it's a shock because you feel like, oh my God, I got cheated or I got they took
Yeah.
extra, but you become street smart
Yeah.
Yes.
very
Yeah.
fast.
Yes, very true. Well, we should all go to the market next week, and we'll go together, and I'll get you some bargains too. So tell me anything else that stood out to you that was maybe a red flag or something difficult, but then turned into a learning experience that has helped you to want to come back, because you guys are coming back in October.
Yes, we are.
Well, we're looking for a house.
Yes.
and there's many shocks, many shocks.
Okay, so this is another aspect of it.
Well,
The
there's a
house
lot
hunting
of
and-
real estate agents that don't have license, that are not licensed.
Yes.
So it just seems anyone can pick up a business card and represent themselves. So you have to be very careful. It's better to be like we find you folks
Yes.
online,
Right.
Yes.
and stick with the professionals. Get referrals, references from other people. Just don't go to a book and pick the first one that
Right.
looks
Yeah.
flashy, because there is a lot of misrepresentation. And being in the engineering field that I was in the military and afterward, I
Intelligence.
in intelligence and in construction, there's a lot of safety issues
Yeah.
here in Mexico and in San Miguel. So they have helmet laws for bicycles, but it's not enforced
Right,
strictly.
right.
You'll see families on bikes and children in between mother and father, and no
It's
helmet.
terrifying to see.
Yeah. And
My
the-
sons are like, where are their helmets? I'm like, people make their choices. So right now, we're in the middle of rainy season. It's June. And you both are going to be coming back in October.
in October.
And
Yes.
I know that you have found a home that you really enjoy and you've put an offer on it. But I'd love to hear kind of your process, because it was very intentional.
It was very intentional. We picked June on purpose.
Yes.
Because it's rainy season, and because I help a lot of people with homes and inspecting homes. The best time to buy a home is when the water's coming down.
Of course. You see the real integrity of the
Everything.
home.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Well, in Canada, we have winters, and that's an extreme. So I said, what's an extreme in San Miguel? And everyone was saying rainy season. So I said, well, let's go down in June. Let's go house hunting. And sure enough, we went, actually, we wanted a professional company. That's how we found you folks.
Yes,
And I
yeah.
said, I want someone that's going to, look out for us,
Right.
because I need all that expertise. And then when we found one particular home, and it rained on that day, and I couldn't be happier.
I bet.
Poured.
Oh my God.
It was pouring, and of course, the agent, we had you folks out
Right.
with another agent as well that was representing the seller.
Right.
But every time Doug would find something that was, that's broken. This is, the water's coming in there. And I said,
The
this.
agent would go cover it up. No.
Not quite, but they
No.
did have a hand, a helper on site, and we pointed out that the sunscreens weren't coming down on the terrace, and he went over there frantically trying to get them. It was, and every place I looked, the agent was, go check that out. He's found something else.
But that is a very clever thing to do, is to come down when the timing is just right.
Yes,
In rainy
it was
season.
just very fortunate. But because of the things that were wrong, they were things that I was comfortable with,
Right.
and that's the home that we ended up putting an offer on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you wanted to be able to find something that you could renovate, right? Because
Close to move in. We like to find move in, and if there's things that need repaired, that gives us a bargaining advantage.
sure.
Yeah, because
and you
if
get a little,
the homes that go quickly are the ones that are pristine, and they're 100% move in and nothing to do.
right.
But being with a 50-year construction background, I'm like, we're okay with a bit of it. And
Right,
another
you've got an
reason
eye
that
for
we
it.
chose your company
Yes.
as well is the construction and the renovation
Right.
side.
Side.
I said, I want a real estate agent that's going to be able to say, yeah, Doug, we can add an extra story or a room or an elevator.
Right, or redo this bathroom if
Yeah.
you want different fixtures and things. Absolutely. But yes, I see, that makes me feel so good, because I appreciate you guys trusting us, and we went out and we found some places, and one, we'll have an
Yeah.
offer, but I know that you're
Yeah.
going to be coming back in October.
Yes.
And if everything goes well, you'll have this home. Otherwise, we're going to do everything we can to find you that right home for you when you come back in October.
Yeah, we're very lucky that we have time on our side.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah,
you have
'cause,
some time.
We're retired, so we have the time.
Exactly. So when you come back, we're going to revisit this and make
Yeah.
sure that we know where you guys are going to be and that everything is settled. And I just can't wait. And I'm very thankful that we came out today. And as a little thank you, we are actually going to go and do a little chocolate tasting to enjoy the sweeter side of San Miguel as well. And some of it will be blindfolded. Are you guys ready?
Oh yeah,
Ready.
That sounds like fun.
After the conversation, we had lunch at Amapola, and then we finished the afternoon with a chocolate tasting, learning about the cacao bean, how chocolate is made, and the deeper story behind one of Mexico's most beloved flavors. Because exploring San Miguel de Allende is not just about looking at homes, it's about slowing down, tasting the culture, meeting people, and beginning to imagine what everyday life here could actually feel like. For Doug and Sharon, this trip was another step towards the bigger question: could San Miguel become home? They plan to return in October, continue their search, and hopefully find the right home for the next chapter of their lives.